Next thing we're going to be going into is the entity tool, and you're going to be using this a lot, especially when you're going to be decorating all your fancy maps that y'all are going to be creating. So, let me just move the mic. There you go. This odd looking thing, I'm not even sure what it is. I always thought it was a microphone, but microphone with the shadow. Right above the block tool is the entity tool. And what you can do is you can either place it as such using the grid. There you go. There's a info player terrorist. Or you can just click anywhere on the map or in the camera view. That works, you know. I can just move them around like so. And yeah, especially for info player terrorists, you shouldn't put them exactly on the floor. You should have at least a little bit of space for them, because some things might go wrong if you leave it as such. Now here's an entity. This is an info player terrorist, and an info player terrorist is something that Counter-Strike Source is going to be using to spawn where the terrorists are going to be. Now, I'm going to duplicate this. Let's flip it around. This is the class. As I said, that one's going to be spawning terrorists. And if I were to look for something similar for the counter-terrorists, it's going to be there. Info player counter-terrorists. Now, counter-terrorists are going to be spawning on this one. Okay? Now, entities can also be used for, say, items. Item for ammo, item for crossbow, item batteries for for Half-Life. So you need to do that. There's also weapons you can spawn. Alex gun, you should not use that because I don't think it actually works. The AWP, brick bat, say the crossbow. There you go. There's a crossbow entity, and it's going to lie there up until a player actually comes and picks it up. Say I want to have that, you know, lying down in a corner right here or something. Great. Now I'm gonna say spawn another weapon. Say AR2. Yeah, this fancy gun. I'm gonna also put that right beside it because why the hell not? And then, yeah, let's save it just in case something goes wrong. Tutorial simple, because why not? I'm gonna look for the ammo for both of these. I'm gonna go back to item, ammo crossbow, sure. There you go. And then here, it's gonna be item, ammo, AR2. Okay, apparently it's not showing properly, so let's screw that one because you don't need that one. It's showing you all the stuff that you might need to know. Okay, that's spawning ammos and stuff. Now entities can also be used to spawn like props, like windows, tables, such like. So to do that, just change the class to prop static, or you can, you know, look for everything over here by doing a drop down menu. Now you can just type it out if you know what you're looking for. In this case, I want to use a prop static. Now a prop static doesn't move and does not animate, and you can have a lot of these in a map. Now go to world model, browse. Now for me, I want to choose a table. Say table. Great. Table. Now usually when you start up the model browser, you're going to be in the render tab. Go to info, because this is what you're going to need to know. Look at the dynamic, physics, and static. If it's checked, that means it can be that class. So because this prop / the-inferno / table coffee .mdl can be a static and physics prop, I can use this, because if you use a class that aren't one of these, it's not going to show up. It's just going to be deleted, and you're not going to see it in the map. So I want this as a static table, so it doesn't move and it doesn't animate. Now it shows up in my world, and I'm going to be moving it around somewhere fancy, somewhere like right here. Now it's kind of in the world, so put it up there. Kind of levitating now, so I'm going to put it down. That's fine, doesn't matter. Now I want to add chairs, and I want the chairs to move. Prop physics is what I'm going to use this time, because a prop physics, you know, it's rated right there. physically simulates as a single rigid body. So, you know, it's going to be your typical, say like, there's a painting on a wall, and it's going to hang there, and then when you use it, it's going to fall down or something, or you can grab it. Those are all the prop physics stuff. Now, I want to use I want to find a chair. Chair is right there. I want to be looking at here again. And I don't really want to use those chairs. I don't want to use that one either. I want a nice chair. Now this looks nice, but I can't use it as a prop physics. So I will be using this chair as a prop physics. So might as well, right? There you go. Remember, if you forgot how to duplicate the way I do it, it's hold left, or it's just hold left shift, and then just left click drag anywhere while holding left shift, and then it should duplicate properly. Now I've got two chairs. Great. So there's the entity tool right there. It's all good.